I'm headed out of town to visit South Carolina, where my mom's family has a reunion every summer. It'll only be my second time going, but I decided this time I would go down on my own so I could do a little more exploring while I'm in the area and do some camping in my van. But before I go, I'm harvesting all the ripe tomatoes from my garden. This summer has gone a bit differently than I had planned, and my little garden has been left to fend for itself for most of the summer. But these plants are still giving a delicious little bounty that I'm so grateful to bring on my trip with me. I unfortunately never made this trip down south while my mother and grandmother were still alive, but we're blessed to still have matriarchs in the family to share their experiences and our family's legacy with us. And this time around, I'm really looking forward to spending time with the land and building a deeper connection to the area. By the looks of these blackberry leaves, I know I'll be seeing signs of autumn by the time I return, so I'm savoring the last of these summer views. From New York, I'm passing through central Pennsylvania and heading inland towards the southwest corner of Virginia. This route takes a little longer, but is so much more scenic and has a lot less traffic than taking 95 south all the way down the coast. I don't know that you can even see me a little bit. I'm at a Love's truck stop in like southeast Virginia. I just drove 9 hours. I haven't turned on the lights or anything in here, which is why you cannot see me. I am just working on cutting out some coverings for the window. So after I do that, I'll be back with some lights, I think. And we're back. I have all the windows covered. I have the back window, side window, some random piece of cloth, block here, same on the other side, and behind me, this is the front of the car. This is a blackout curtain, so on the other side it's black, and I just have it velcroed to the ceiling. I'm curious to see how tonight goes as far as how well I can sleep. This is my first time like sleeping in a public place that's like not meant for camping. Obviously this is a place that's designated for overnight. Still, it's just different. So, yeah, I think I have a little bit of anxiety, but not too much. I feel good about where I'm parked. I feel good about my setup and that I have enough privacy. It's not perfect. It's very makeshift, but it will do. Anyway, good night. I'm gonna run inside. I'm gonna freshen up a little bit. I'll do most of it in the van, but probably grab a coffee. Yeah, I'll check back in when I'm on the road. last time I came down when I took 95. So I'm really grateful that I get to have a gorgeous view for the next 3 hours or so that I'm gonna be driving. But there's no traffic, which is amazing. My van, knock on wood, is holding up so well. It's so nice to drive a vehicle that doesn't have a bunch of lights on the dashboard. Even though I got used to it with the truck, it's just, the van is just doing really, really well. So I'm happy.
Welcome to South Carolina.
I spent the day with my family and of course didn't film that, but was lured outside of the restaurant we were eating at by yet another breathtaking sunset. I got up early Sunday morning to go back to the cemetery where my great-grandparents and many extended relatives are buried. My family and I stopped here briefly yesterday, as we always do on these reunions, but I wanted to spend some time here alone before heading out to my campsite later. These early, deep contrasting sunrise views were beautiful, but turned into cloud cover by the time I reached the cemetery. Without even looking at the dates we so painstakingly engrave, nature reminds us of the passing of time. Like this lichen finding a home in the cracks of my grandparents' headstone, or the placard placed here at my great-grandmother's feet. The lichen can stay, but I felt compelled to clear this. And by coincidence, perhaps, as soon as I finished, the clouds began to break. So I sat down amongst my family to see the view. I'm glad they get to face the sun every morning. And after spending about an hour at the cemetery, I slowly made my way back to see my living family before heading on to my campsite. I realize some people understandably find cemeteries sad or morbid, and certainly recording any part of my time there will feel out of place to them. But as someone who has spent years sitting with death and moving through grief, I've come to see it as both a transformative, life-changing event to honor and an incredibly ordinary occurrence that deserves a place in everyday conversation. So this felt normal to share with you. campsite, and it's amazing. This is a marsh that goes all the way back. There's multiple options for where to park. I think I'm gonna end up coming over here where this picnic table is. There's also a fire pit over here. There's this little like barn shelter thing, but my van right now is behind these trees. You can see, there she is. And not the shady spot, but I think I'd rather be in this area. But this is beautiful. It's so private. It's 31 acres. And all of this. The trees and the wind and everything is so nice. This is so great. I am so happy. This is so beautiful. I'm so glad I did this. Okay, let me get myself together. What I am not used to seeing is crabs in the grass. Oh, what are you? Oh, dragonfly in the car. Let's see if we can maneuver where we're trying to go. Let's see. I'm going to get some nets up over the windows and the doors. Yeah, the mosquitoes are definitely out here. Do you hear that? This is beautiful. Like, it's so comfy with the doors open. Like, even though this mosquito netting is a little janky, it's cheap and it works, and it's keeping the van extremely cool. Yeah, I'm so distracted by the beauty of it all. Goodness gracious. My mom used to say that all the time. I found my shorts. Yes. Now that I'm a little more settled, I'm gonna make some mint water. I brought mint from home, of course. This is the water mint that I've been harvesting a bunch. So I picked some before I left. It's been a beautiful day, a beautiful trip. It was really nice to see my family. I don't get to see them often, and this is my mom's side, so you know, it's nice to kind of retain that connection, particularly with my mom and grandmother on my mom's side being gone. I just moved to another spot. I keep driving to see like what has the best view. I think I want to try one more. Yeah, I mean, why not? Yep, I found it. I found the view. This is it. So glad. I woke up feeling kind of amazed that I hadn't experienced any fear or anxiety the night before. I was almost waiting for those feelings to creep up, and they just never came, and I slept really well through the night. The last time I car camped was several years ago, back before I moved to my cabin. I always enjoyed it, but never felt fully comfortable overnight. So I came into this trip just expecting that those same feelings would arise as a normal part of car camping for me. So it was a bit of a revelation that I felt so distinctly calm both nights I spent here, and it left me questioning, what else am I no longer afraid of? What other fears am I holding that I'd be able to grow past? And what new experiences will that open me up to? I am sure the last 3 years I've spent building my life in the woods had everything to do with this, but I genuinely didn't expect that experience to carry over and had assumed my comfort was specific to my home. So had I not taken this trip in spite of my fears, I wouldn't have even known they no longer existed. This trip was a beautiful and needed reminder of our capacity to stretch ourselves and our lives. A reminder that it's worth tiptoeing to the edge of what we think is our limit to discover whether it actually stops there. A reminder that some discomfort we can sit with long enough to transform into something that feels good. I'm just so thankful my love for nature is greater than the fears I project onto it, and I can't wait to see where it leads next. I spent this day exploring the land and just relaxing. I swear this was the best nap I've ever had, with the breeze on my skin gently lulling me to sleep and the sounds of the swaying palms occasionally waking me and just as gently rocking me back into a slumber. Later, I spent some time with the trees. Some trees pull you in more than others. The ones you can tell have been around for a while and just have a lot to say. That was the case with this grandmother. After spending some time together, she and I agreed I'd sleep under her tonight. The beauty of this land is undoubted, but its history is heavy. On low country lands where my family farmed first by force and later by necessity as poor sharecroppers, and the Gullah Geechee families who settled on these particular islands after enslavement because this area was so undesired, they honored the gentle way to care for it and survive by it, only to later be slowly and strategically displaced from it. It just keeps getting better. What? How? How? Oh, man. Oh, wow. This kind of displacement disregards people and land alike, eroding culture and livelihoods as well as shorelines. It's hard not to see the trauma tucked amongst the beauty of the palms. And yet, I'm grateful that at the very least I can be here and do one of the things my ancestors, all the way up to my mother, never did. I can rest. And I can continue to honor what has always held us and continues to connect us, and that's the land. And on our final morning together, I gave my gratitude to the trees and to the marsh for the sweet homecoming they offered me. As I made my way back north to love on the small piece of earth I have the honor to steward.